Hello, Happy New Year, and all that. We're going to be a little Zomba Zentric today. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of shiny things that come from the African soil. Yes, we're based in Africa. Yes, we're a wholesaler. Yes, we'll ship once you get 10 kilograms in your basket or safely kept away. You don't all have to do it all at the same time. Stockpile, happy days. Zomba Zentric. So recently we got some fresh Malawi goodies in. So it's a little bit on the heavy side, and I've tried to make sense of it myself so I can explain to you, which I'll do right after this lengthy, annoying introduction. Oh God, it's the 1st of January. Why? Whew, deep breath. Please comment and claim if you are new. Introduce yourself. It's the right thing to do. Other than that, and I love drinking games this time of the year. Oh, we've got so much year left as well. Cara's going to post a comment in the claim section after the sale for you guys that wake up a bit late, or you just happen to be in the West, where the United States happens to be, and Canada happens to be as well. All these coincidences just line up. It's inevitable that you might want to look at the comment section so that you can see what's available. Apart from that, there are a few T's and C's. Please take the time to read them. Cara's link is in the description beneath the video. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So let me bang on about Zomba for a little bit, and then I'm not going to do a lot of talking today. He says that because it's going to be fairly long, and I'm taking longer now. There's a lot of little nitsy bitsies that I'd love to look at. That'll take some time, and there's a fair amount of fluorescent stuff, which also takes a little bit of time. So keep that in mind. Happy days. I'll try not to bang on too much. Sweet. Okay, so let's have a little conversation about Zomba. Why is Zomba special? What is Zomba famous for? A lot of things. Mostly really nice, dark, smoky quartz. And obviously azurine and rubiakite. But azurine and smoky quartz is what comes to mind when people talk about Zomba. Why does Zomba quartz look so chaotic? Why is the plane so irregular? What's been happening here? And the thing with Zomba is, and the most important thing is, it is part of a reasonably small alkaline outcrop. Millions and millions of years ago, and in between as well, the Great African Rift caused, well, the old-fashioned family rift. And consequently, volcanoes erupted, and the slower, last kind of moving lavas that came out of these eruptions is what caused the alkalinic kind of environment where Zomba finds itself. Now, alkaline environments are famous for being volatile, mostly because they are soft compounds. So when the earth has a mood and decides to breathe a little heavier or burp or have a fart, then it's the alkaline environments that feel it most. Because it's soft, it's very susceptible to the earth's moods, or the earth's pulses, is what it's officially known as. And it's inevitable. The earth does. It breathes, it moves, it shakes its leg once in a while, stretches its back, and then, yeah, you get consequences. And Zomba is one of those places. Now, just look at these, man. Where was that one? So Zomba, you'll find a lot of double terminations, and you'll find a lot of broken pieces and that have healed again, simply because of these earth movements, which is why they look so chaotic. Take these, for example. Right, so the earth, well, it builds the quartz. The quartz gets smoky because of radiation, specifically the zircon-heavy environment that is around Zomba. And then it has a little thought about the Vindaloo it had, and has a thought, and action has, and life stops for a while, which means that azurine, Richter, rubiakite, artfesonite, all those minerals have an opportunity to fill in the gaps. And then after a while, life returns to normal. And the quartz carries on growing. That's why these little azurine crystals are caught inside the quartz. Literally, much the same thing happens with most quartz inclusions. Funnily enough, okay, so here we've got some karoi. Now, there's still drama in Karoi, that's Zimbabwe, but nowhere close as much as what you get in Malawi. Here's a nice Malagasy crystal. Clean, tidy, good quartz, well behaved. Ironically, Brandberg is also in an alkaline environment, but the thing with Brandberg and specifically Orongo is that it's a lot larger than Zomba. So whilst it is, well, party to the whims of chaos that comes with being an alkaline environment, it is bigger. So because it's bigger, it can buffer the proverbial Vindaloos of 15 million years ago that Earth had. So that's one aspect of Zomba. It's probably the most important thing, is that the alkaline environment just causes absolute chaos. Awesome. Rightio, so now that I have your attention on Zomba, take a look at these beautiful little orthoclase beauties. Obviously there's a gorgeous amount of nice, delicate azurine, and then that beautiful smoky quartz crystal. But likewise with these beautiful acicular sprays of azurine, and gorgeous, gorgeous orthoclase. So yeah, this orthoclase, Zomba's famous for many things, like I said. The zircon. The zircon, thorium, uranium, radiation, alpha, beta, gamma. Gamma helps move things along, but it also helps settle things. There's minute traces of manganese in Zomba as well. And how do we know this? Well, orthoclase, one of the feldspars, is usually not given to lighting up beneath UV lights, but I tell you what, these are, and it's because of those minute little traces of manganese. Not all of them, but many of them. Let me show you. Okie dokie, just for reference, before I close the door, I did check these before, and I know this one here is really only bloody pretty in daylight. It doesn't have that manganese magic, but I'll show you the others. Which one did I say? This one. Oh, it does have. I lied to you. I'm so sorry. Ha 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 ha. Carl will be so pleased. For many reasons, but also mostly because, well, It's manganese that lights up red. Now what I'm looking for are those little subtle hints of yellow. Yellow and green. That is zircon. Okay, you light up a little bit, but still. These are performers. You need to up your game, buddy. That's beautiful, man. As far as I'm concerned, this is probably the flat, well, the unique flat of the sale today. Beautiful orthoclase habit, and then that lovely fluorescence. The flat weighs all of 1.286 kilograms. It's going to cost $47. That is flat 145. Very nice. On to some no, hang on. I wanted to say Namibian. It's watermelon fluorite. Watermelon fluorite, sure enough, plenty of. But the Namibians aren't known for polishing or lapidary work. It's only Gary that does it, and I don't think he would have done these. So this must be Malagasy. But these are some beautiful fluorite standing freeforms, mostly green, subtle hints of blue. And fluorite's no easy thing to polish. And that is a gorgeous polish. These three, they weigh, what do they weigh? 1.29 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $46. This is flat 40, well, 948. On to Shareti. It's been a while since we've had Shareti. And this is a nice flat of Shareti, rated as good to A grade. Tell these also on the edge of the East African fault line. You can tell, man, there's been a lot of drama in these crystals' lives. Smoky amethyst. Shareti, very famous for its skeletal habit. I'm the last person that should be talking about habits. Beautiful clarity, and it's always lekker to see those wispy little smoky phantoms. Very nice flat of Shareti, 570 grams, rated good to A. It's going to cost $37 for the 12. This is flat number 129. On to black tourmaline hearts. Why? Well, because they are. And because it's Valentine's just around the corner. A fair amount of quartz in this as well. I'm just checking this line here. Does it go all the way around? It does kind of. Well, there's lines everywhere. There's 3 hearts. Oh, this heart is like full. That's a joyous little heart. Now, this is from Malagasy. And whilst I'm not of the opinion that Malagasy have money to use on things like resin, I do think they do use some on these, which obviously will drive the price up a little bit. So just nota beta. There will be blue lines all over the show, and I don't think it's calcite. and I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to close the door because, yeah, man, if that is calcite, I am blown away. Absolutely. Sure, common sense says no, but common sense and minerals have very little to do with each other. Ah, that's bullshit. It's science, Francis. Tell you what, though, regardless of what it is, it's bloody pretty. This was the one I was worried about. It's okay, man. That's really pretty. Black tourmaline hearts for your black tourmaline love. These 3 little hearts, well, they're not so little. This one is bulging with all kinds of black tourmaline love. $41. This is flat 29. On to hearts of another type, rose quartz. What do we know about rose quartz and hearts? Well, nothing. 1.89 kilograms worth of very good 2A grade rose quartz hearts from Madagascar. Let's quickly go through them. It's okay. Well, there's no dramas, that's for sure. But I'm also not really sitting up and getting excited. Maybe it's because I don't have a heart. Maybe I should get one. Cora wouldn't love any of these. No, we're not into that kind of stuff. 6 rose quartz hearts. They're gonna cost $60. That's for 1.89 kilograms worth of crafty 13 of Feb material. Flat $296. On to azurine. And all right, so I spent a lot of time going through all the azurine that arrived because no one else is here to do it. Because I quite like it as well. These are the largest of the azurine crystals. So if you are in the market for azurine and you want large ones, well, this is your one flat. Lots of little shards, no worries. Look at this. This must have been a massive crystal. And that's the base. But it broke off, obviously. But that must have been a huge azurine crystal. Mind-boggling. I struggle sometimes with the azurine habit. I mean, there you got a straight up kind of square, whereas hexagonal shaping is pretty much par for the course on most of them. Here you go, a nice bouquet, almost, well, of azurine. This one here is by far the killer piece of the flat. It's a beautiful large spray. And then, casually perched, is a little cluster of smoky quartz. How funky chunky is that? Nice smoky tips, beautiful clarity. Okay. Let it go, Francis. This little crystal here, quite a bit of orthoclase, and that greeny hue is our fesonite. There are 8 large azurine crystals in this flat. They weigh all of 854 grams. It's going to be $38. It is flat $133. onto metoculite, a mineral of ill repute and much love at the same time. Drama, romance, friends, betrayals. If you wanted a movie in a stone, then these little mica habits with the green clinical is right up there for you. Hailing from Matoku, originally we did think they were coming from Sandawana, which is why originally we thought that they were emeralds. But the dealer, a close friend, a man known for years by Nick, lied. And so be it. Welcome to the mineral industry. 6 of these staining freeforms. They weigh, and actually the label says they are UV responsive. So let's have a look. Right, UV responsive drama stone. Let's see what you've got. You have got blues, greens, and a interesting yellow. Yeah, I like these yellows, man. The yellows, reds are one thing, but the yellows, okay, so it's mica. There's biotite in there amidst the common peasant mica. Help me out, guys. What is glowing yellowy orangey? Could it be zircon? I know spessartine and zircon all hang out in the same places or in the same pubs. Harare, Zimbabwe, Bulawayo, you know, all the common usual suspects. Give us a heads up. What do you think? 1.33 kilograms worth of upstanding drama stone, metoculite. It's going to cost $65 for the 6. It's flat 128. On to some Buchenhout hook. There are 3 clusters of spiritual quartz. Just keep it spirit quartz, man. Although this is less spirity in the methylated spirits kind of sense. If you didn't know it, and you come from, well, America, our denatured alcohol is called meths, which is purple, so people know not to drink it. Or at least then people know to sieve it through a piece of white bread. That's why we color things purple. That's not why we call this spirit quartz. No, we call this spirit quartz because it's all spiritual, right? That's fairy quartz. It's old style. It's not too deep lilac. But this is a beautiful, beautiful specimen. Those are nice, big, thick fingers, man. Oh yeah, this is the type of one that you want in traffic. Take that. These 3, they weigh 1.23 kilograms. They're going to cost $55. 1.23, very good to A grade, $55. That's a very good price. But that's by far the iconic one. And these other 2 are kind of intermediaries. Flat 714. On to Swazi Bloodstone. That's right, Swaziland, just on the other side of Barberton, actually. That's on the northern frontiers of Swaziland. Brings us a whole choir of minerals in the same mix. I suppose I like using the term cocktail. Look at that pyrite there. That's like a little swizzle stick in that cocktail glass. There's a lot of red jasper. Old boys that used to mine gold in Barberton, which is where the first stock exchange was in Southern Africa, used to call this gold banquet, which is just a lazy way of saying banquet, because there was so much gold. Just eat as much as you want buffet type of thing. A lot more pyrite there. Two beautiful standing freeforms. They weigh 1.2 kilos. They are rated very good too. A grade. They're going to cost $53. That's 502. Next up, across the border, geez, from Swaziland to Zimbabwe, Gokwe specifically, we got two reasonably large tree limbs, petrified tree limbs. Could have been quite a petrified straw, except I don't see daylight. Nice bulky texture. Oof, geez, that is heavy. Polished only the one side. These two petrified woods, I said they're heavy. They weigh 2.5 kilos, slightly more. They're going to cost $53. This is flat 279. On to some good to very good green cubic fluorite from Mandrasanoro. That is Malagasy fluorite. Man, and I've been looking at some Okaruso specimens lately and thinking, sure, that reminds me a lot of Mandrasanoro. Don't be caught out, people. Just because they say it's from Okaruso doesn't mean it's from Okaruso. And the price difference is dramatic, to say the least. Mandrasanoro is cheap. Okaruso, basically, you have to sell a kidney, get your second mortgage going, and then, well, promise loyalty to the supplier all life long, as long as he can supply you with a drip line of Okaruso. Anyway, you can just get some Mandrasanoro here. All right, this is not fantastic grade, but it is still cubic fluorite. It's only going to cost $24 for the 10. This is flat 135. Nice. Righto, we got some drama quartz. Yeah, we got some beautiful Zomba Smokies. Now, if you heard me banging on earlier about the dramatic pulses of the earth, here's a fantastic example. Stop the growth. Orthoclase pulled in. There's a little bit of fesonite as well. All those little various layers. You can see the phantom on the inside as well, indicative of changing times. The proverbial vindaloo. There are 3 of these in this flat. Oh, this weather is killing me. Hot, cold. Now it's desperately humid. You can hear the zinc roof on the top crackling in excitement. At least it's not monkeys. You might think it's broken, but look at all the healing. And never mind the healing, is the proverbial bandage of orthoclase on the top there. Now, I do wonder if some of this will light up. Well, there's only one way to find out. There we go, 3 smokies. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, hello, you little green sliver of uranium and thorium delight. Where are you? Come back here. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh no, I've lost her. But there's obviously the manganese and the orthoclase has really got to be quite excitable. But where is the green? I want the green. Show me the green. Is that the green? No, that's not green. Sherbert. Okay, leave it alone, Francis. Oh, there we go. Okay, that is a lot of... Is it internal? Zircon. Oh, yeah, that is internal, man. Little zircon inclusions lighting up, and then the orthoclase is just having a little party on the top there, like a cherry. well. Is that internal? No, that's not. It's a little cleft where the autoclave has gone in. And the blue, it's still there. Oh no, maybe it's just a reflection. Magic. And the third one is also marvelous. You hot totty little smoky quartz, you. Oh, hello, Zircon. Awesome flat. Those internal little... Oh, that is a hot totty piece of mineral right there. Well, I looked at these this morning at about 4:45 in the morning. And the light was already seeping in and it was getting lighter. And they were not as dramatic as in the darkroom. So, but I'll tell you what, surpassing expectations, these three crystals for $39. You must be having a joke, Francis. Flat 165. Nice. Next up, rhodonite. That's more manganese and biotite. I think the biotite, probably right. I did check these. Just because it has manganese doesn't mean it fluoresces, and these don't. Well, rhodonite generally doesn't. These have got quite a little bit of spessartine, that's orange garnet, in as well. And I suspect there's a lot of spessartine there, that orange hue. I suspect they were given a lower grade because of orange garnet, which is ironic because the spessartine is much more valuable and much more rare, I suppose, than your bang average rhodonite massive. I suppose quality does matter, but these are 6 rather nice little standing freeforms, and gee, I've had bad luck pulling some of the rhodonite standing freeforms of late, and for once, I speak too soon. Nah, that's all right. No fixes, no bad chips, no cracks. Happy days. 1.99 kilograms worth of rhodonite, $64 flat, 559. On to chrysocolla. All right, so there's a lot going on here, actually. There are 7 specimens. There's a little bitty, I don't know if you can see the druzy over the top, the chrysocolla. There's malachite, there's little black spots of heterogenite. And then that little crystal, those little crystals rear their head up again. It's not malachite, okay? I don't care what Mick says. That's not malachite. Where in your life have you seen malachite look like that? A little paper triangle, little dwarves folding malachite just to take the piss. Not a chance, mate. That's unresolved, that is what that is. Let me just focus in here. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Tell me, what is that? What is it? That's just one. What have we got here? We've gone through that one. This heterogenite is very funky, man. It's causing little hollandite-like stars on top of the chrysocolla, which is cute. Nothing going on there. Okay, fine. Malachite? I don't know. My guess would be malachite. Tell you what, it's not, man. See those habits? They are pretty definitive. Ooh, there's always two sides to a chrysocolla rock. Oh, and there again. These sneaky little buggers, they just creep up and go, hey, are you going to see me for the labithonite? I'm not. Oh, I don't know. That's not labithonite. Is it? It's pretty with a it's pretty with a juicy. Ooh, what's going on there? Just quartz. Vugs and quartz and vugs and quartz and vugs and quartz. Excuse me. Weighing 2.46 kilograms, these 7, 2 of which are annoyingly confounding. Well, to me anyway. You are Mr. Confounding right there. $60 for the 7. That's cheap, man. Flat, 675. On to Zambian amethyst. We're talking about a little town called Mumbwa. That brings us jacaranda amethyst. Jacaranda? Yes, it's a tree from Brazil. And its flowers are the same color as the amethyst, which kind of insinuates that back hundreds of years ago, Brazilian scientists, botanists, and amateur gardeners flocked to the central of Africa and decided to name their trees after the rock. Good on them. This is by far the flagship of the flat. Very nice. No, that's not chipped, you can see, because there's a new crystal trying to rise out of the depths of that amethyst ocean. Nice. 3 beautiful clusters. Slight bit of iron on some of them. That one's chipped reasonably normally, as things do from north of Lusaka. 1.77 kilograms. They are literally rated as only good. They should be dirt cheap. And at $32, they are flat 571. Next up on our little journey is a mixed flat of Southern African, well, clusters. Minerals. Here's some blue lace agate from Malawi. It's got some nice quartz coverage. It gives it a little bit of a shiny feel. Nice and thin. Attractive little specimen. And then some Luwena. And I'll tell you what, as far as Luwenas go, this is bloody nice. A little bit of hematoid action on the base there. The usual, how do we know it's from Luwena? Because it has a chip on its shoulder. It's due to no transport. But the clarity and, oh, there's some more iron. It's a beautiful little cluster too. That's very nice. And then from Madagascar, a little bit of sugar quartz. How do I even show the white? It's got lovely clarity. The tip is chipped. But you can see all those. Oh, man. Lordy Lord, how are we supposed to videograph this if it's white on white? Nice cluster as well. And then a slither of Bukanotuk. Perfect for putting in your book to keep your place. It's that thin. No, it's not. Well, for really big books anyway. And Brandberg. I used this one as an example earlier on. You've got some beautiful heavy chlorite Brandberg on top of calcite. Sure, a little bit of amethyst just begging to come out to the surface, but not to be, buddy. That is a gorgeous little cluster. And then, I actually don't know. That's quartz, no doubtski aboutski. Where it's from, yeah, that's our wasp, go away. That might be calcite there. It's a funny one. Thin, shiny, quite attractive little piece. Let's light up this Brandberg. Right, let's see what they have. I've just taken the 2 out. Oh, yes, that is most certainly the Brandberg. Oh, my goodness me. Let's turn the volume down to see some definition. No. Oi, oi, oi. That is glorious. And then that odd one. Ah, see, I was right. That is calcite. Ooh. A little bit of a green affair there. Don't know what that is. Let's turn it around. Maybe it is on the other side. That is fluorescent, by the way. That green. Oh, no, nothing happening there. The nifty little flat of Southern African minerals. It weighs 2.91 kilograms. It's going to cost all of $54. Flat $988. On to Tiger Eye. So I pulled this quite accidentally, and online it said one side polished. So you got a little bit of Tiger Eye there, a little bit of crocodilite. That's Hawkeye for you guys up in the west. Certainly is lapidary material. Certainly is lapidary material that should be taken very seriously with regards to safety measures. Hey, it's got some tissue as well for free. Oh, I'll just leave it there. It's an exclusion. There's that lovely Tiger Eye chatoyancy. But yeah, it's an odd one. Tiger Eye from South Africa requires almost the same amount of paperwork to export as plutonium. There are also, interestingly enough, 18 different grades of Tiger Eye. I am not sure which grade this would be. It is, Nick has noted it as very good lapidary material. I don't see it one side polished. So the one way to get past all the paperwork as far as Tiger Eye is concerned is slice it one side. Then it's been produced and manufactured, and that kind of weirdly enough negates all the paperwork. I don't see that here though, so I'm not going to change anything. Am I being unethical? Maybe. Nah. Am I going to lose sleep? No. Tiger Eye, there are 12 pieces over here, 2.105 kilograms worth of the best material, which comes from Prisca, which is in the Northern Cape. It's going to be $27 for flat 257. On to some Mndingi mine. Mndingi mine, famous for ball malachite and for being rather close to Shinkalobwe, brings us, well, I'm just going to call this Mndingi malachite because it's about as bally as my Bulls rugby team at the moment, who are on a 6-game loss. Not bally at all. But still very pretty and hell of a unique. Congolese Mndingi Mine, Malachite Ondruzi, 610 grams, $37 only, flat 424. On to Zomba. I said Zomba Zentric, and now finally we get 2 more Zomba. How many Zombas have we done? 1, 2, 3. So this is the third one. We got 35 small little smoky crystals, 698 grams, good to A grade. I'll show you some of them. That is beautiful. Rooibos tea or Earl Grey? Do you tell me? Sure, there's some serious inclusions. Rutile of sorts, whitish. There's quite a few with a web of white rutile in. There's azurine. That is odd to me. See, planes and prisms habits, that's unusual. See there, this additional plane there, and that additional plane on the corner there, that's not usual. It's quite special. See? You're special, Zomba. You're special. Right. What else are we going to spend all day on here? Yes, we are. Well, at least one more. Beautiful 35 little smoky quartz crystals from Zomba. They weigh 698 grams. They're going to cost $30. It is flat 130. We jump back into Congo. We have got, the common Congolese cocktail. It is malachite, azurite, chrysocolla, probably shutterkite in there as well. It's a conglomerate. It's kind of round. I wouldn't accuse it of being perfectly spherical, because it's not. You can see these have been handmade properly. But they're very pretty, and they also come with 2 hand-carved rosewood holders things. Sphere resting places. Thank you for correcting me. These 2 are reasonably heavy. What are they? They are 1.38 kilograms for the 2, plus the rosewood. They're going to cost $87. That's flat 691. On to Namibian picture stone jasper, 4 standing freeforms, and these are busy. Or these specifically, not all of the picture stone is busy. Some of them have large blank faces. But this topography here is busy, as is this one. No, it's not hematite. There's a little bit of hematite. Just looking at this black line that's running through there. Polishes up quite nicely. You can see there's a hematite glinting at us. There's that polishing material. It is that white. That is polishing powder. Yeah. Nice dendritic patterns. Ooh, look at you. Four. Very nice. Little picture stone, and picture stone is hard as picture stone is hard as. It is 1.26 kilograms worth of medium, good, very good, no A grade specimens in here. That should be quite cheap, and at $40, it really is. That's $10 for a picture stone jasper standing freefall. Nice, flat 512. Very nice, cheap, man. Onto the center of the trolley, we got some Luena. There are two standing clusters of plenty smoky Luena quartz. And for once, we can see a cluster that hasn't been entirely screwed up. In fact, no chips on these tips. That's a hell of an anomaly right there. That's cool. And just to bring us down to earth, there's a little bit of a hint of damage there. But other than that, it's a beauty. 1.47 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost a gargantuan $33. This is flat, $679. Next up, a little bit of pink tourmaline love. It is a reasonable median cabinet specimen, polished rubellite in matrix. Bit of quartz in there. Yeah, pink tourmaline. I think I need to be. I need to research this a bit. I don't know much about rubellite. I'd love to have some gemmy ones, but in the meantime, there's a standing freeform for you, weighing 1.45 kilograms. It is a wobbler, but it's also $59. That's flat 246. Then a partly polished labradorite, blue flash, if you can't tell already. Watch it as it watches me, no matter where I go. Hey, okay, maybe I've got a blind spot right there, but it's still darn fine. That is a whole lot of Labrador essence. And for hits and giggles, we're going to look for some flash on the back, because a flashy backside is always a nice backside. And there is a lot of flashy. It's a beauty. It's quite a largie. It's not light either. I'm actually not sure what this weighs. It's probably about 4 kilograms. Cara in the comments will comment now on what it weighs. It'll be in the list. That's a beaut. It's a Mona Lisa. It is $78. It is cheap. It is $488. Oh, hello. It's Chrissy. Chrissy and myself have been texting whilst Cara has been away in the Cape. And I must say, she's quite the conversationist. Lots of beautiful, juicy coated chrysocolla. Here we go, into the depths. It's a large one. It's a special one. And it doesn't stop there either. It has vugs all over the show. Bit of malachite there just for colour changes. And pterygonite, yes. Oh, she's so gorgeous. That's a large fake, man. I need to be careful. She needs a home. Oh, look, there's more druzy. There's more chrysocolla. This is one hot totty. Cara won't mind me texting Chrissy. No siree. She's a beauty. She is 4.365 kilograms worth of excellent A-grade chrysocolla. And yeah, she's going to cost you a little bit because, well, she lives the fancy life. She expects to be taken out to dinners, flattered, expensive cars, $2,433. It's Chrissy's phone number is 651. Second trolley. Here we go. And we go first with some chaotic Zomba. Look at all the history in here. Points on points, healings upon healings, growths upon growths, stilts upon stilts. It's beautiful. And it's not alone, there's two of them. So one thing about these two, they aren't double terminated, which is like a weird thing to say because double terminations aren't that often common. Otherwise, Herkimes would just be dime a dozen. But double terminated Zomba is almost a dime a dozen. But not these two. But that's a large crystal, man. I want to see these light up as well. I bet you there's a zircon in them. Right, let's have a looky, see. Ooh. There we go. Evidence of stuff. So that red looks a lot like the reflection from my torch. Lift it up. Just a little bit of zircon evidences. The broader one has also just a little bit. Turn them over. No, not much there. Zircon there. Ooh. That green. That green. That green. That green. So the zircon does more often than not shine up like an orange yellow, and then also green. I don't know if that's the thorium, more likely the uranium. These two beauties, they weigh all of 1.246 kilograms. They're going to cost $38 for these two. That is a no-brainer. Flat 135. Yummy. Then on to some rose quartz mushrooms. 24 of these little fellas. And we're just going to briefly glance over them. And the one thing about the mushrooms is always the edges. That's my little pet peeve. It's the one place where they get damaged. They are notated as being A grade. Oh, that's rather special. Sure, some of these truly are possibly even double A grade. It's a little shorty. Right, 24 of them. I detect no dramas, no chips. Ah, they're very nice. Rose quartz mushrooms, all 24 of them, weighing 1.09 kilograms. They're going to cost $52 for flat 122. Then on to two Malagasy. Zoom out, friends, just stay that big. Two Malagasy crystals, quartz crystals. Natural, which is, geez, it's always nice to see something natural coming out of Madagascar, because they do tend to, and rightly so, polish everything. Polishing everything obviously means a bigger industry, more employment, and an ethically speaking, much more responsible way of going about the mineral industry. It sucks for us guys who like naturals, but it is what it is. And if you don't support the polish, then you don't support the industry. There's a, geez, that is a beautiful crystal, man. A little bit of goethite creeping in. You can see all the limonite at the bases. Lots of nice iron. These two weigh 2.04 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $34. That is, what is that? $17 for a big ass 1 kilo crystal from Madagascar. Flat 432. And as I was saying, Madagascar and polishing. And I'll tell you what, no one in Africa does it better. Here's a nice, beautiful, optically clear, smoky double termination. 3 terminations. Triple peaks. Did you see it? It was quite popular. I think it had something to do with a lady twisting a cherry stem in her mouth. Sure, that's dark. Yes, there's light. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Nice. 12 of these. There's another double termination. Also rather dark. There we go. Ah, very, very nice and beautiful, smoky wisps. Very nice. 12 polished smoky quarters from Madagascar, 440 grams. Rated as very good, 8 to double A. Self-explanatory. They're going to cost $46, flat 937. On to some more Malagasy polish. And it's little banded agate plates or slices. So these guys sometimes don't get the polish perfectly right, or maybe they're just lazy or they've run out of equipment. You see little streaks, but none on that. Beautiful thin as well, man. That's pretty as. Again, that's, hey, there's a fly. Shoo. Okay, thank you. There are 4 slices in here. Is it a crack running from there, and it ends there, so that's quite natural. No dramas there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's normal. Fourth one. Come hither. Fourth one. Ooh. That's pretty funky as well, man. Very nice. Four beautiful. And I'd say pretty damn fine polish. I've seen worse. These are going to cost all of $53. This is flat 34. Onto some Malawi magic. More Malawi magic. There's, well, blue lace agate from Nsanje. So Zomba is also very far down, south of the Lake Malawi. And Nsanje, where the blue lace comes from, is not that far away from Zomba. And you could be forgiven for going, oh, the East African Rift. Well, that's correct. Exciting things happen in rifts. Some more calcite there. So we had quite a bit of, which one was it? It was this scalenihedral dogtooth calcite. There's some more over there. Yeah, it's a nice enough flat of Malawi blue lace. $48 only. This is flat 344. Okay, who asked me for a flat of double terminated only? Because that never happens. It's like asking for some, hey, can I have 12 anhydrous? Lol, it's not going to happen, mate. But here we are. It is, wow, it's only Zomba. And I'll tell you what, let's go through these because most of them, because of the pulses of the earth, some of these crystals form and then they break off whilst the earth is having its proverbial belch. And the self-healing that follows is quite extraordinary. Which is why Zomba has so many double terminations. See, here's a fantastic example. The original one, it broke off and then new crystals formed at the proverbial base. Beautiful azurine inclusions as well. This is the largest one of the flat. Oh, sorry, I've got a fly on my eye and it's not taking notice of me shaking. So there's a couple of these. There's another one there with this kind of a grey, bluish, mattish covering. My guesstimate that would be rubikite, or the first stages thereof. $22 crystals in this flat. Ooh, there we go. See that blue? That is rubikite. Found its way into the quartz lattice. Very nice. awesome little flat, 22 double terminations from Zomba, weighing 617 grams. It's going to cost $23. This is flat 134. Nice. On to Congolese cocktail time, and it's cobalt-bearing dolomite. There's that funky pink with some druzy on top. That's the cobalt-bearing dolomite. The pterogenite, the black bits. Quite a hefty piece, this. That's interesting. What are you? That might just be biotite. A lot of heterogenite there. And some absolutely glorious dolomite crystals there, actually this time on top of the druzy. That's a beautiful specimen. Yeah, that's biotite. Or that's biotite. This, that black with the malachite around it, I'm not sure. Very nice. These three weigh 2.38 kilograms. They're going to cost $57. This is flat 983. On to a lot of crystals. There is a lot of Zambian amethyst, a lot of smallies, a single, I think this is probably Mapizia amethyst. Quite a lot of iron coating. And then south we go to Karoi for the red hematoid. That's beautiful. Ooh, that's also beautiful. That's a... yes, please. Are they all like that? Of course not. But that is very cool. That's another beauty. Petit bat chip. And then chevrons. That's definitely Zambian. That's a whole lot of crystals. That's a 2.51 kilograms worth of crystals, rated good, very good to A grade. $75 is what they're going to cost. It's a flat 904. On to Mandra Sonora, cubic green fluorite. We've got 3 clusters. Beautiful cubes. Lovely clarity. Not much scuffing on this one at all. Oh, this one here has got an absolute gem at the head. If it was a ship. Yeah, they very good. One's very good. And the other was all debatable. I mean, that's very nice, but I wouldn't accuse it of being museum nothing. A little bit of a layer of Chalcedony there, but rated, what's that, good to very good, 1.334 kilograms. These three are going to cost $40. $40 for 1.33 kilos. That's a bargain. Flat 159. On to Banded Agate. Standing freeforms. Malagasy goodies. And we look for those bands. Beautiful patterns. That's pretty gnarly. Ooh, that's interesting. That's an odd one. Nice. Decent to bloody nice. Banded agate standing freeforms, weighing 1.75 kilos, rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $39. This is flat 172. Next up, black tourmaline from Irongo. And look at the luster. A little bit of smoky quartz around the back there as well. The single, oh hello, there's a bit of fluorite there to excite your life. A little bit more fluorite. A little bit more fluorite. Cutie. There's that German influence. Mercedes Benzes all everywhere. Quite a large, chunky specimen that. Here we go with some interesting behavior. All right, so that is mildly intriguing. Garnet, fluorite. Who are you? Looks like garnet to me. Pyrope. I'm gonna have to light you up. Some more over there. Ooh, this is a bit sexy. Looked a little innocuous to start with, but it's hell of a funky. Nice luster there as well. There's that beautiful termination. It's a smoky quartz. I bet you there's highlight on here. Let's find out. Rightio, let's have a looky see. Oh wow, that's fluorite. Pyrope my ass. That is beautiful. How is that red fluorite, man? Can't be. But that's indisputably highlight opal. You are hint of maybe nothing. The fluorite here as well. Hello. Are you the same color? Yes, you are. This one here. Nope. Nope. Oh, this is the big chunky one. Nothing much going on there. Oh, forgot them all. Okay, so you, the innocuous one, is actually the flagship. All right, let's just have another look at this, man. Fluorite. Yeah. I know the habit is very Irongo, Caribou to be specific, but that color is not usual. That's a bit special. Right. Just for that alone, so that's rather special. What is this? This is going to be $73. This is for flat 38. On to something else that's rather special. Dioptase. Very good to A grade. 3 large clusters. See, these are beautifully gemmy. Only scuffs on the side. That's and this is the showpiece. That's almost like the dioptase has decided to pancake itself. That is a dioptase pancake or wrap. A spectacular specimen, and it's thin, man. There you go. And the third one, because it doesn't stop there, is also rather special. Little solo crystals hanging out on a plane of dolomite. Dioptase, people. Show some interest. Weighing 870 grams, rated as very good to A grade. It's going to cost $260 for a whole buffet of dioptase. Flat 426. Next up, we've got, supposedly these are three double A grade rose quartz spheres. And I'm questioning that, so straight off the bat. Let's take these to the sun. All right, as I came out, the sun went away. So asterisms, all right, let's see. I see no asterism. I'll tell you what, double A rose quartz. I expect asterisms in a dark room. No, that's not it. Just give you one asterism at least. All right, whoever was grading this, I don't know, maybe not Nick, but that's shit. All right. These three are going to cost $57. I wouldn't accuse them of double A, even on a bad day after the rugby on a Saturday. And that's saying a lot, eh? Right. Double A my ass. Cobalt. Polished cobalt. And this is cobalt bearing calcite as well as aragonite. And beautiful. Almost transparent somewhat dolomite in the background. There's 6 of these little Argentinian rhodochrosite polished wannabes, but still hell of a rare. It's they're all from Mashamba West mine, and Mashamba West alone is worth money in the bank. We got a shipment of these, what's it, 2 months now? 2-3 months? And admittedly, the quality in that first shipment was particularly awesome. And then the follow-up, not so much. But that's a lovely specimen there. This as well, you want to see those bands that quite almost gemmy pink calcite, and then the aragonite rings around it. Very, very nice. These are 6, they weigh 1.104 kilograms. They're going to cost $47, flat 144. On to some chrome magic. We got some verdite, with ruby corundum inclusions. 6 of these polished freeforms. They are not designed to be shown off in daylight. In fact, they gloatingly, anticipatingly wait for you to go to the nightclub with them so that they can glow beneath the UV. Because I tell you what, ruby corundum is quite excitable. Quite excitable. Why, yes. Come now. Help me out here, guys. Okay, there's a little bit. Maybe I've got the wrong wavelength. So this is 310 mn mid-wave. Let's just check out if there's power in the other one for the long wave. Righto, here we go with 365. Yeah, okay. So if you've got one of those torches that you use to ruby corundum likes 365 nm, not mid-wave, long wave, and you got a party. Yeah. And how much is this party going to cost, you ask me? Well, that's an easy one. For 1.05 kilograms worth of ruby corundum in a chrome-rich zoisite. Verdite is a very loose term, used loosely, so I don't want to use that. It's $45 for the 6. That's a flat 906. Next up, red hematoid Karoi style. And we got ourselves 6 specimens here. Apparently they're of ill repute. Apparently because they're rated only as good grade. And I beg to differ. That is beautiful. That white phantom is gorgy. This fella here who stands up all on its own. That's natural. There's no breakages. That's pretty cool. Nothing wrong. Likewise, a bit of a twin termination. Again, no chips on there. Bit of iron, but you can see the white phantom beneath. Oh, and then, okay, there's a chip over there, but I tell you what, look at what's beneath the surface. That is chock-a-block full of geological action. That's gorgeous. Yeah, this one's alright as well. I don't know why they've got such a bad repute. Maybe they just come from a bad family reputation kind of thing. See there, man, that's nice. There we go. I need some light in the background, but there's a beautiful. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice phantoms there, man. That's beautiful. Not too shabby at all. 790 grams worth of Zimbabwean red hematoid. It's $22. Happy days. 677. Okay, here we go. This flat is special. And I want to spend time on it. I think I'm going to have a rest before I start here. Right. Less talking and more showing specimens. Let's go. Zircon, you delicious little radioactive fiend. Okay, you gonna glow. No doubts about me. Lots of odd fesonite. Yummy. I like dainty gems. I do. There's more zircon there. There's little brown crystals there. This, I love this. Kind of it reminds me a bit of azurine. Lol. Not only azurine, but Vivianite. Although Vivianite's a lot more translucent than green. But same kind of spray. That's beautiful, man. I love that. Artificialite? Why? Yes, please. A spray of azurine on a spray of azurine. More zircon. And I tell you what, it's beautifully formed zircon as well. Oh, that's beautifully terminated. It is a stunning flat of thumbnail azurine, and the details are everywhere, and the zircon is mad. I'm going to take this into the darkroom and show you, or try to find green and yellow fluorescence. Righto, let's have a looky see. Oh, there's nothing happening unless I take it out of the box. Oh no. There we go. Oh, my dog is desperately needing attention. So these little orange specks everywhere, that's the zircon. And that is rather special. Okay, so these, okay, I want to, excuse me what I have my sauce in my mouth. Ow. Yeah, you see, there's that. The orthoclase lights up beautifully. That's the manganese influence in the feldspar. Where was the green one? There we go. This is the special. No, not so green. Or some green. Where's this long wave? See what the long wave does. Not very much. Lights up the orthoclase. Yeah, some of the orange as well. I'll tell you what, if you've got shortwave, you're going to have a lot of fun with this flat. That's it, second flat of the day. That is, there's not going to be another one like this until we get the next delivery from Zomba. It's going to, well, what does it weigh? 448 grams. It's going to cost $38. Flat 178. Lekker. Next up, it's the Epidote Family Gathering. 2 spheres of bastite, or dragon's bloodstone. That is the beautiful green Epidote, of which Messina, and this is specifically from Chapese, because the Piemontite, that red, also Epidote family member. It's just basically Epidote minus iron plus manganese. And there we go. It's a gathering. It's 2 spheres. Quite a large one as well. They weigh 1.7 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $67. Flat 516. On to barite. Barite and malachite. Isn't it lovely how all, well, most rock names can rhyme? Look at those blades, man. Look at those blades. And then look at these blades. Bit of chrysocolla there at the edges of the malachite. Let me just zoom in properly. These are extraordinary. I'm going to have to check these because, wow, in the name of professionalism. Right, midwave first. These haven't done much before, but we're going to keep things tidy. Do the right thing, Francis. Ooh, is that like a little blue hue? Yeah, so it'll be, yeah, what about that? Copper is generally a UV deterrent or retardant. I don't think that's right. Let's try the long wave. No. 6 very rare, very special little barite with malachite inclusions specimens. They're going to cost $73. This is flat number $199. Nice. And just to keep things real, I've got another large barite here, Tenkafungarama. And the reason I wanted to watch this one or look at it is not so much for the right side up. As you can see, it is a rather large and heavy barite. However, I wanted to focus on this iron hydroxide. So I saw a previous specimen that we sold quite a while ago, and it had much more elaborate blades of what I suspect. I'm waiting for Nick to come back to me. He's in Namibia at the moment buying 3 Okaruso fluorides. But the one is barite, this dark kind of so iron hydroxide, could be goethite, limonite, not in this case, but more likely lepidocrosite. Bladed lepidocrosite is my guess. I welcome and want you to give me some feedback. But yeah, rather special, very nice. This barite bulk is it's 3.64 kilograms. That's heavy, but barite is extremely heavy. Barium, $67 only for flat 710. On to a large-ish Mumbai Jacaranda amethyst specimen. It's also only rated as good grade, and you know what? It's not that bad. For one, it doesn't have an excess. It does have some iron on it, but that's a very nice open cluster. Generally, they're in geodes, and more often than not, it's like a sandwich of amethyst. But this is beautiful and open. Nice display piece. Weighing 2.88 kilograms. It's going to be $48 only. Flat 480. Next up, this is a odd one. It was hiding. I don't know if Vuzi hid it, but I found it in Vuzi's section. Like me, he stashes and hoards things. It's been partly polished. It's a red hematoid from Karoi, Zimbabwe. This is the frontal piece. So this must be coming from the days when Gary was last here, which I don't even remember that far along. Maybe a year now. He's been hanging out with his 20 wives and 15,000 children. But that is bloody decent. It's got a fair amount of iron oxide on the outside, that red hematoid, but the formations are absolutely stunning. And it is nice, having been polished. It has been sliced at the bottom as well, so it is a rather nice specimen. Pretty attractive. Very attractive. I'd go so far to say as I wouldn't mind having that in my house. Cost-wise, $40. Flat. 106. Nice. Last one for today. It's the largest of the Zombas. It is a big crystal. Heavy with radiation. And for once, it's a crystal that hasn't undergone too many of the pulses, except for maybe this part of the Earth. But that is a very impressive, large, smoky quartz, as you can get. Natural chips, but healing, and then obviously you can see there's another spurt of crystal growth. Let's just check what this looks like. Maybe it has some zircon inside. I feel optimistic. Righto, let's check it out. Hey, come here. Oh, there's a bit of zircon. Why is it so dark? I suppose it's dark smoky quartz. Lol. Not too much action. Just want to try the other torch. Nah. Well, I suppose you'll have to settle for a large, beautiful, seriously dark, almost, well, it is Malawian smoky quartz from Zomba. A little bit of chaos for your collection. Weighing almost 2 kilograms, 1.9454 kilograms, it's only going to be $53. $53 for that. My goodness me. Flat 188. Lekker. There we go, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I have no idea how long that took, except that it took a long time for me when I put it all together. Shot. Thank you. Happy days. See you on Saturday.